Have you ever felt the need to stay away from many people because you have problems with the past, or because of depressions after many problems come, such as economy problems, thinking future problems, or even family problems? I think we have the same feeling. All these questions give us clues that we are experiencing poor mental health. But sometimes we ask ourselves, why do we need to keep our mental health, especially in adolescence? Does it affect adolescents' development? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dzaky Ghaisan from Senior High School Ar-Rahmadau. I would like to deliver my speech that can bring us back to the glory of Indonesia, namely between adolescence and mental health. Ladies and gentlemen, it turns out that mental health is important because mental health can change our future and what we be like. Maybe it sounds simple, but it turns out that has many impacts in many aspects. It could be that the environment, social life, physical, and the others. And you know, adolescence is the most vulnerable of the mental health. So that's why we all need to take care of our mental health, because we don't know what will happen if we don't take care of it. It could be that we are experiencing many bad things, like having traumatized, logging alone, or the worst is commit suicide. Ladies and gentlemen, according to data Adolescents Indonesia Mental Health in 2025 shows that 1 in 3 adolescents, around 34.9%, which means 50.5 million people out there, had the mental problems in the last 12 months. 1 in 20 adolescents, around 5.5%, which means 50.7 million people out there, had the mental disorders in the same period. And the most common mental disorders are anxiety, depression, and behavior disorders. And recently, we have heard news, a student from Unut University who committed suicide by jump the 4th floor of the building because he was being bullied. Also, he had a hidden mental disorders that makes his life broken. So, from that article and evidence, how to resolve it? Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is they need to find healthy ways to cope. Simple things such as exercising, like bicycling, swimming, and the others. And doing what they love, but still in positive way, of course, like hearing music, watching movies, and the others, because can make a big difference to them, but not doing by harmful things like smoking, drinking, or even self-harm, because it will only make everything worse, right? But even with healthy habits, dealing with stress can still heavy at times. So what should they do? The answer is they need to find someone to talk. But why? Because having someone to talk can mean more than we realize. Sometimes just being there to listen to them can change how a person feels. So what are we waiting for? Let's all try to be that persons who listen and cares, especially for those dealing with mental health struggles. Even small acts of kindness can make a big impact and help from harmful talks or actions. Ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion of my speech is mental health isn't just about being strong in social life, mentality, physical. No, it's not about that. It's about that's okay to ask for help. If we support each other with kindness and understanding, we can help every young person grow up with hope, courage, and peace in their heart. And if we help them creating a caring environment and paying attention to the mental health, we can give Indonesians space to grow, discover their potential, and move toward to a brighter future. Remember my words, asking for help doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are brave enough to take care of yourself. That's all from me. I do apologize for all my mistakes because perfections belongs to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and our task is improve ourselves and become better. No more words. I'll say goodbye. Till next time, keep reaching high.